Hi, vanakkam and welcome. You're watching Star Junction. எல்லோருக்கும் இனிய பொங்கல் தின நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். Wishing you a very happy பொங்கல். இன்னைக்கு நம்மளோட நிகழ்ச்சியில one of the most gorgeous, very beautiful actress இருக்காங்க. Yes, Miss Teen World, Amy Jackson இன்னைக்கு நம்மளோட இருக்காங்க. Hi Amy, wishing you a very happy பொங்கல். Very glad to have you here.
Hello, thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you. So Pongal, so happy Pongal, and because you know this festival is like one of the most celebrated festival in India, especially in Tamil Nadu. So how do you feel about it?
It's wonderful. This is the 4th year I'm actually spending in Chennai for Pongal, so it's very special to me. I feel like a Tamil girl now anyway, being here so many years.
Kandipa, you're already a Tamil girl, and I think you should wish all the audience from your behalf.
Yes. Inniya Pongal Nalvartikal. Have a very happy Pongal. Lots of love and happiness this year.
Thank you so much, and இனிய பொங்கல் தின நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள். நீங்க வந்து ஒரு very talented actress, very beautiful looking, very gorgeous looking, versatile actress. அந்த மாதிரி நிறைய விஷயங்கள் இருக்கு உங்க கிட்ட ஒரு ப்ளஸ் பாயிண்ட்ஸ். இப்போ நீங்க வந்து ஐ திரைப்படத்துல வந்து you doing a very important character. நீங்க தான் அந்த படத்தோட கதாநாயகி. So how do you associate with I? How did you get the opportunity?
Well, I is a milestone in my career, not just Indian film industry, but really, I'm working with 4 living legends.
Exactly.
Shankar sir, PC sir, Vikram sir, and A.R. Rahman sir. So for me, it's absolutely fantastic. It's been a wonderful journey. It's taken us 2.5 years to film.
Yes.
So it's been, you know, a long journey.
Yes, long journey and a very, you know, a lot of hard work that has gone into the movie, and we can really see that on screen. And நீங்க வந்து முதல்ல தாண்டவம் திரைப்படம் விக்ரம் சாரோட பண்ணீங்க. அடுத்து வந்து your second combination with Vikram. So what is your bonding with Vikram and how good he is? I mean, as a support, how does he support you on the set?
Completely. You know, working with Vikram for Tandavam was an incredible movie. And now obviously I'm working for the second time in I. And he's an inspiration to me. He really is. He's a very talented actor. And in this movie alone, he has 4 get-ups. So he was very dedicated. When he started, he was a huge bodybuilder.
Oh, yes.
And now, while the movie progressed, he lost that much weight. He was lighter than what we are now.
Oh,
he really was. He put so much hard work into the role. And as I say, he's an inspiration to me. I choose my roles very carefully from what Vikram's done in his career. So
yes, absolutely. And I think நீங்க வந்து நிறைய stalwarts-ஓட work பண்ணிருக்கீங்க இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில. So அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு legend வந்து director Shankar. So how was it working with director Shankar?
Shankar sir is a genius.
Yes,
he really
absolutely.
is. And I really believe that he's not just one of the best directors in this country, but universally recognized. I really believe that.
Okay.
His vision, his direction, he's molded me into Dia, my character, and from what I've learned over the past 2.5 years, I'll take with me throughout my career. I really will.
Wow, very nice. And முதல்ல உங்களோட திரைப்படம் மദ്രാസപട്ടണം. அதுல வந்து உங்களுக்கு மொழி நம்ம தமிழ் மொழி தெரியாது, பட் இருந்தாலும் வந்து உங்களுக்கு அந்த கேரக்டர்ல அவ்ளோ சூட் ஆயி, I mean you won beautiful acclaims and you were really praised for your acting. So இதுக்கு அப்புறமா வந்து நம்மளோட ஐ படத்துல வந்து என்னென்ன மாதிரி வர்க் பண்ணீங்க, என்ன மாதிரி ஹார்ட் வர்க் பண்ணீங்க? So இதுக்காக நீங்க தமிழ் கத்துக்கிட்டீங்களா? Because learning a language is definitely not easy, and we can seriously understand that. So how much did you work to learn the language, or maybe even, you know, a little bit of hard work that you did for the movie?
It was my heart and soul, this movie. You know, obviously it's been 2.5 years, like I said, and I lived and breathed Dia. I really did. Obviously there was a lot of Tamil dialogues in the movie, and Shankar sir's got a lot of performance scope for me, lots of emotional scenes, action scenes, dance numbers, comedy scenes also.
Oh really? Comedy scenes too?
Exactly. So it's the full shebang in I. So a lot of homework went into it. I was obviously playing a Tamil girl. Dia is a Tamil girl, international model, and obviously I had to do my homework on that. Shankar sir would always say to me, Amy, more feminine, more Indian lady. So at the end, I really feel like an Indian lady.
Yes,
I really do.
You're already an Indian. I mean, you know.
Yes.
We can see that. And நீங்க தமிழ் மொழி மட்டும் இல்லாமல் தெலுங்கு மாதிரி பல மொழிகளை நீங்க நடிச்சிருக்கீங்க இல்லையா? So வந்து again Telugu, how was it? Because Tamil industry and Telugu industry, of course, there is a variation in the language. So தமிழே வந்து கொஞ்சம் வந்து உங்களுக்கு கொஞ்சம் since you know it's initially it's difficult. தெலுங்கு எப்படி இருந்தது உங்களுக்கு? Was it easy?
Well, it was easy in the respect that Vamsi, my director, was great with me. Obviously, I was working with Ram Charan also, who's a massive star over there. So I had a great team behind me. But obviously, I've not spent too much time in Hyderabad before you ever do.
Okay.
Obviously, I was here mainly in Chennai, Mumbai. So it was nice to actually see the Telugu industry, and luckily I got some really great scripts in hand for the Telugu films this year. So hopefully I'll make a second movie there.
Oh, we're looking forward there also. And நீ பொதுவா வந்து சின்ன வயசுல when we were very young probably நம்மளோட ambitions இருக்கலாம். கண்டிப்பா வந்து ஒரு ஆக்டர் ஆனோ, ஆக்ட்ரஸ் ஆனோ, celebrity ஆனோ அப்படின்லாம் வந்து lot of probably சின்ன வயசுல ஒரு dream இருந்திருக்கலாம். Did you have such dreams, and if not for acting, what would you have gone for?
Can I be completely honest?
Yes, you can be.
I really wanted to be a dolphin trainer.
You wanted to be a dolphin trainer?
I wanted to work with animals.
Whoa.
And my mum is completely into animals. It's like a zoo back at home. We've got horses, dogs, cats, rabbits, all sorts.
Okay.
So that was my dream when I was like 15.
Okay.
But then I won Miss Teen World, as you mentioned before. And that led me on a completely new path. I started my modelling, and then director Vijay spotted me just from one picture, and then that started my movie career. So it was fate, it really was.
Absolutely. And பொதுவா வந்து நடிப்பு அப்படினாலே வந்து நிறைய இமோஷன்ஸ் சேர்ந்துருக்கு. இட் குட் பி ஒரு வெரி ரொமான்டிக் சீன், ஒரு இன்டிமேட் சீனா இருக்கலாம், இல்லைனா வந்து காமெடி ஜானரா இருக்கலாம், இல்லைனா இட் குட் பி ஆக்ஷன் சீக்வன்ஸ். ஸோ இந்த மாதிரி நிறைய சீக்வன்ஸ் இருக்கு. உங்களை பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் எது ரொம்ப ஒரு கடினமான ஒரு வெரி டிஃபிகல்ட்டான இமோஷன்ஸ் அப்படின்னு நீங்க நினைக்கிறீங்க?
Well, within the most difficult scene, almost challenging scene I think I had was a scene between me and Vikram.
Okay.
And there's a bit of comedy there, obviously, but it was quite serious at the same time. It's a very well-written scene, and it's actually my favourite scene.
Okay.
And we speak in very local slang Tamil language.
Really? Okay.
Yes, with the mannerisms and obviously the stature and everything to go with it. So that was definitely the most challenging scene, but my favourite scene within I.
Oh, wow. And இப்போ வந்து பொங்கல் வந்து தமிழர் திருநாள். It's a festival of Tamilians, Pongal. So I think நீங்க வந்து ஐ படத்துல எங்களுக்காக ஒரு டயலாக் தமிழ்ல you should tell.
Do you want a dialogue from my film?
Yeah.
Shall I do the scene, my favourite scene?
Yeah, sure,
the local Tamil dialogue?
Yes.
Okay. In a balingesa, smoothe katti adiche dul kalapittu polakide.
So cute.
It's a really nice scene. It's my favorite.
It's so cute. Nice to watch you talking this way. And ஐ படத்துக்காக பொதுவா நீங்க ஏதாவது எக்ஸ்க்ளூசிவா வந்து டைரக்டர் வந்து சில விஷயங்கள்லாம் பண்ண சொன்னாரா? ஹோம்வொர்க் இது கண்டிப்பா நீங்க பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னு. Did he tell you something that this has to be done?
Well, Shankar sir obviously is a perfectionist. That's why he is where he is today. His vision is impeccable. So beforehand, obviously I was working, preparing. I was working a lot with my Tamil coach, Jay Kumar.
Okay.
He helped me a lot. I'd sit in my room for hours and rehearse because I wanted to be completely prepared when I come to set.
Yes.
Obviously, we were shooting on large sets, expensive sets also. So I wanted to be fully ready when we got in front of the camera.
ஸோ ஐ திரைப்படம் வந்து ஒரு பிக் பட்ஜெட் மூவி, நிறைய ஒரு பெரிய பட்ஜெட்டில் எடுக்கிறாங்க, நிறைய இடத்துக்கு ட்ராவல் பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. ஸோ இப்படி வந்து நிறைய விஷயங்கள் அடங்கியிருக்கு. ஸோ ஆஸ் சச் வந்து உங்களோட எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் வித் ஐ எப்படி இருந்தது, அண்ட் எப்படி நீங்கள் வந்து ஷூட்டிங்லாம் மேனேஜ் பண்ணி, பிகாஸ் யூ ஹேட் டு ரியலி கோ ஃப்ரம் ஒன் லொகேஷன்ஸ் அண்ட் யூ செட் யூ டிட் ஷூட் ஃபார் லைக் 50 days straight.
Yes,
so
exactly.
So how did that work?
Well, China was unbelievable. I've never been to China before, and I don't think any of the Indian films have actually ever shot over there. So that was completely new for us, and we went there purely because Shankar sir wanted to shoot in these incredible locations.
Okay.
We had one location which was basically completely Red Sea. We had a location at the top of the mountain which was completely covered for thousands of miles of beautiful flowers.
Okay.
And then another location where it was basically completely jade water at the top of the mountain. But it was a struggle, I must admit, because we had weather conditions that were against us.
Oh, yeah.
Wind, rain, snow, hail, thunderstorms. The food was a challenge also.
Okay.
But I remember one day when we had to travel up to the top of Junction mountain, and basically it took us 2.5 hours to get up to the mountain on foot. We had to shoot then, and it was raining, it was snow, very cold. It wasn't most comfortable of locations.
Okay.
And then we had to obviously travel back down another 2.5 hours on foot. But needless to say, Puthuyugam, the song, we got some beautiful visuals.
Yes.
PC Sriram sir has shot it wonderfully. So all the hard work was definitely worth it.
Yes. So Amy, நீங்க வந்து தமிழ் மட்டும் இல்லாமல் தெலுங்கு, ஹிந்தி அப்படின்னு வந்து நிறைய மொழிகள் நீங்க நடிச்சிருக்கீங்க. So what is the difference that you see from one industry to the other, and how are the people?
Well, for instance, I started here in Tamil, and then the second movie was a Hindi movie. But I must admit, I didn't have the full Bollywood effect, purely because the whole team was from Chennai.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I felt very
okay.
comfortable. I was with Gautam Menon, obviously, he's great. His whole team, they were brilliant. So obviously, we all went up to Mumbai.
Okay.
And then my Telugu debut with Charan, Yevadu, that was the very first time I'd actually been to Hyderabad.
Okay.
So I loved it. It was a really good city. Obviously, it was new to me, but Vamsi, the director, Dil Raju, they
Yes.
always made me feel very comfortable. So I see slight differences, but for me, purely, I go with each movie depending on the script. The language makes no difference
Yes,
to me.
absolutely.
I think the storyline, the way I feel about the character, that's what's important, because at the end of the day, it's acting and language isn't really a
Absolutely
barrier.
doesn't. Yes.
Yeah.
And ஐ படம் வந்து நீங்க உங்களுக்கு முதல்ல அந்த நீங்க வந்து இந்த படத்துல ஒரு ஹீரோயினா பண்ண போறீங்க அப்படின்னு வந்து the news, the minute that you heard the news, how did you feel about it?
Overwhelmed, to say the least.
Okay.
To work with Shankar sir on my 5th movie, it's fantastic. And also PC Sriram sir, you know, he's a magician behind the lens. He really is.
Yes.
It's every actress's dream to be in front of PC Sriram's camera. So it was a pleasure. And obviously to get to work with Vikram again.
Yeah, again,
and
I know.
collaborate second time with A.R. Rahman. You know, it was overwhelming, I must admit. I was in the living room with my mum. I was actually shooting for Yardley in Mumbai at the
Okay.
time when I got the call to
Oh.
confirm that I was on board for I. So I was jumping around, I was
Oh,
excited.
yes.
I was so happy. It really is. It's changed my career.
Definitely. And நீங்க வந்து இப்போ இந்த படம் வந்து எப்படின்னா ஐ படத்துல வந்து we heard that climaxல you really had to work hard ஒரு அந்த ஒரு சீன்ல we heard, you know, like you worked so much even off the screen. So how is it, and எந்த மாதிரி விஷயங்கள் நீங்க வந்து ரொம்ப nuances எடுத்து ட்ரை பண்ணீங்க?
Yes, well, it was. The whole movie, it was a journey, as I said earlier. And I lived and breathed the character. The climax scene, throughout the scene, it comes in flashbacks throughout.
Okay.
And it was a real challenge for me, it was. Purely because this is the most I've had to perform in a movie. Shankar sir has really given me full-on scenes, full of emotion, full of scope. So I really wanted to perform and do my best. And I didn't want to let Shankar sir down. So under his direction, it's impossible to not do it.
Absolutely. And நீங்க வந்து இப்ப விக்ரம் வந்து we heard that he had to really change from one getup to other, and நிறைய ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் அவர் பண்ணிருக்காரு. So அவர் வந்து அந்த காஸ்டியூம் சேஞ்ச் பண்றதுக்கு அந்த டைம்லாம் வந்து நீங்க என்ன பண்ணுவீங்க? நீங்க வந்து மேக்கப் போட்டு you have to wait till விக்ரம் comes, or how is it? And அவரோட ஹார்ட் ஒர்க் பத்தி சொல்லுங்க. என்னெல்லாம் அவர் ட்ரை பண்ணாரு படத்துக்காக?
Vikram sir is so dedicated. As I said earlier, he's an inspiration. He's one of the most hardworking artists I know. He'd arrive on set post-workout. He'd already do a 5 a.m. workout, arrive at set, be in makeup for 3 hours with the Weta team, prosthetics fully.
Okay.
Then he'd do a 15-hour day on set. And then he'd have to stop when we finished for 2 hours, take all the makeup off, and then do another hour of workouts. So he was really working hard, because as you see, he had to decrease so much weight. And whilst doing this, he was on like a 500-calorie diet. So hats off to Vikram.
Great, definitely.
Yes.
And such a supporting actor too, Ilya.
Yes, very supporting. I remember when we were in China, and we had lots of talky portions between ourselves. So we'd be in the car, we'd rehearse. We'd be on the plane, we'd rehearse. And he was completely supportive. He was a great co-star.
Very nice. இந்த படத்துக்கு வந்து we know that you're the heroine. So உங்களோட கதாபாத்திரம் என்ன? What is your character in the movie? ஏன்னா because we see you even, you know, as a very ஒரு homely girl-ஆவும் நாங்க பார்க்குறோம், ரொம்ப ஒரு modern girl-ஆவும் நாங்க பார்க்குறோம். So, you know, what is your character?
Well, I've got a few get-ups in I. Obviously, I'm a Tamil girl primarily, who's an international model. She's travelled the world, but I'm based here in Tamil Nadu. And within the movie, Shankar sir has made me look very Indian. I wear my dark contact lenses, salwar kameez and saris in the normal day-to-day scenes. And PC Sriram sir has actually tried something very different.
Okay.
He has asked for no makeup whatsoever in the scenes. So I'm fresh-faced, completely bare, and he's used his lighting to get the very Indian effect for me.
Oh, okay.
But I've been lucky enough to have Gavin Miguel from Bombay design some beautiful clothes for like the ad sequences, obviously because I'm a model with Upan Patel, and obviously the scenes depending on whether it was a wedding scene or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And then within the songs, obviously, Anodani Irandal, I felt like a princess with those costumes.
Yes, absolutely.
So I've got very Indian typical, nice, traditional, and then some nice flamboyant, extravagant costumes.
Beautiful. I think அந்த subtle difference கூட ரொம்பவே அழகா காமிச்சிருக்காங்க அப்படின்னு தான் நினைக்கிறேன். So இந்த படத்துல வந்து நிறைய ஒரு love sequence, ஒரு romantic sequence நிறைய இருக்கு. So அந்த மாதிரி sequenceலாம் எப்படி இருந்தது? How was it working with Vikram?
Well, Vikram's a great actor, obviously, and the scenes that demanded lots of chemistry, it was pretty easy because he's very warm, he's very friendly. Obviously, we worked together again on Tandavam, so we were very comfortable working together.
Okay.
But obviously, Shankar sir brought the best out in us also.
Yes.
So under his direction and co-starring with Vikram, it was a perfect combination.
Beautiful. And before the movie started, we heard that நீங்க வந்து படத்துக்கு own dubbing பண்ண போறீங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு. So when are we actually going to see you own dubbing?
Well, I've had Ravina dub for me on this film, and she's done an incredible job. She's only 18, and she's got a beautiful voice. I know that Shankar sir scoured the whole of the country to find the voice of Dia.
Oh,
so
okay.
he's found somebody, and Ravina has done wonderfully. So I'm very happy with what she's done in the movie.
Very nice.
But hopefully, my next upcoming projects, you'll hear my voice there.
Really?
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
So ஐ படத்துல பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்ச ஒரு பாடல் அப்படினா எதுன்னு சொல்வீங்க? Which is your best song from I movie?
My favorite song is Anodani Irandal, purely because the set was unreal. Muturaj did an incredible job. It was huge, and I really felt like I was in a dungeon. It was incredible. And for instance, the lyrics, they really move me. I get goosebumps every time I hear that song.
Okay.
And Vikram's get up, the beast get up. It's just a beautifully visually.
Wonderful.
But for on a personal level, as I mentioned earlier, Lady-O is special to me because it's my intro song and it's, as I say, full-on dance number.
Yes, beautiful.
Yes.
And நீங்க வந்து உங்க schooling எங்க பண்ணீங்க? And tell me about your parents and your sister.
Well, my parents are here today.
Okay,
They're very supportive, my mum and dad. I've got a big sister who's my best friend. And honestly, I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. They're really supportive. They have confidence in me and they believe in me. You know, I was 17 when I came to India.
Okay.
And I know a lot of parents wouldn't let their daughters, travel to come and do a movie and travel so far away. But my mum was here with me throughout. And I Skype call my dad every day. But they believe in me, and that's where I am today. Beautiful. Because of them.
Yes, I think family support அப்படிங்கிறது ரொம்ப ஒரு முக்கியமான விஷயம், especially when you're 17. And I think hats off to them too.
Yes, definitely.
For giving us a very nice, talented actress to the Tamil industry as well.
Thank you. So, thank you, Mom and Dad.
And நீங்க வந்து மദ്രാസപട്ടണം திரைப்படம் பண்ணீங்க. Actually அந்த கதை பாத்தீங்கன்னா பொதுவா அந்த freedom fighters அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு லிட்டரலா வந்து அந்த periodic movie அங்க அந்த ஃபீல்ல it brought that essence like freedom and all that. So உங்களுக்கு வந்து அந்த கதை முன்னாடியே தெரியுமா? Did you know about the Indian history and all that before?
Yes, obviously we learnt that in school.
Okay.
About the English and the Indians together. It was 1940s style. But to actually work in a movie for that, obviously I had to do more homework.
Yes.
Because actually I had to get in the mindset of a 1940s young lady, whereas us 21st century girls are completely different to that now, aren't we? So I did my homework. Vijay obviously did a lot of preparation for the film. The art direction on that film was incredible also, and the CG effects. So when I was introduced to Madrasapatnam, I really wanted to do it.
Yes.
I really wanted to do it. It was an incredible story, and the character of Amy Wilkinson, it was very powerful. So I did do a lot of homework for the character, but it was definitely worthwhile.
Definitely.
I loved that role.
Yes, and above all that, உங்களோட expressions வந்து they have made a comment on that saying it is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
அந்த அளவுக்கு ரொம்ப அழகா expressions கொடுக்கறீங்க அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து எல்லாரோட ஒரு ரிவ்யூவா இருந்தது. So எப்படி இது வந்து how are you trying? ஏனா நீங்க sometimes பண்றது வந்து it looks very Indian also at the same time so beautiful to look at. So how does that happen?
Well, I think in Madrasapatnam, obviously I had a great director. My co-star Arya was fantastic. So I think it comes from your heart. I really do. It comes naturally. I don't think it can be forced.
Yes.
I think to be able to act well has to come from within, and you have to believe in it, because obviously it will look fake on screen. So performance comes from within for me.
Yes, absolutely. Can't be forced, and
Yes.
it has to just come. And ஐ படத்துக்காக நீங்க வந்து கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 2 வருஷம் நீங்க வந்து ஷூட் பண்ணீங்க. So 2 years it's not an easy journey at all. ஏன்னா எந்த அளவுக்கு வந்து நீங்க ஷூட்டிங் ஸ்பாட்லயும் சரி நிறைய ஹோம்வொர்க் பண்ணி தான் நீங்க வந்து இந்த ஒரு படத்தை உருவாக்கி இருக்கீங்க. So have you ever thought, God, I'm exhausted?
I thought I was exhausted a lot of times. I really did.
Okay.
But, however, in the back of my mind, you know, this is a once-in-a-lifetime movie. This is going to make history in Indian cinema, and to be a part of a Shankar film and to work with the technicians and the actors that I've worked with, it's, you know, without a doubt, so special to me. It really is.
Yes.
And it's definitely a breakthrough in my career, and
Definitely.
I've learned so much along the way, and I really feel like more of an established actress after working with these
Wow.
these legends.
Legends, yes,
Yeah.
of the industry. And audio launch நீங்க பண்றதுக்கு வந்து அர்னால்ட் அவர் வந்தாரு. So எப்படி இருந்தது அந்த ஒரு தருணம்? How was that moment?
Well, that was the first performance I've ever done live with Vikram at the audio launch in Chennai. And to have Rajinikanth sir, the superstar of India, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and obviously the whole team of I, and 10,000 people there.
Yes.
I was nervous. I was really nervous.
Okay.
But as soon as I got on stage, I just loved it. I didn't realize I'd love it so much.
Okay.
So definitely this year, live performances are on the cards, because I think performing in front of a camera and performing live are completely different things.
Definitely, yes.
And it gives you that exhilaration, and
Yes, and especially
you know,
when you have 10,000 people
exactly.
seeing you.
So
Yeah.
the jitters turned into the performance, I suppose, and it makes you perform even more so.
Oh, yes, beautiful. And I think you managed it so well, irrespective of so many people
you.
watching it. So, Amy, so we have a set of rapid fire questions for you.
Okay.
So, you have to be pretty quick on
Okay.
answering all that. So வந்து நீங்க வந்து நான் கேக்குற கேள்விகளுக்கு நீங்க வந்து அப்படியே trueா from the heart, you got to give us a reply. Okay?
Promise. Satima.
Yeah. Okay, so your first question. So, ரொம்ப ஒரு கம்ஃபர்டபிளான லாங்குவேஜ் இது வரைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு நம்மளோட நம்மளோட இந்தியன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில தமிழ், தெலுங்கு அண்ட் ஹிந்தி இந்த 3 லாங்குவேஜ்ல எது வந்து ரொம்ப கம்ஃபர்டபிள்? Rate the language. Hindi is easy?
Hindi.
Okay, after which?
Tamil.
Okay, and then Telugu. Okay. Oh, nice. So நீங்க வந்து whom are you very curious to work with in Bollywood and Tamil? நம்மளோட தமிழ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில கூட.
Very curious to work with. I'd love to work with Venkat Prabhu. We were going to work together on Mass, so hopefully 2015 we might collaborate.
Okay, so கண்டிப்பா உங்களுக்கு வெங்கட் பிரபுவோட ஒர்க் பண்ணோம் தமிழ் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில. So பாலிவுட்ல யாரை சொல்வீங்க?
Very curious to work with Prabhu Deva sir.
Oh, very nice. Okay. So நம்மளோட இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில இந்தியன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில completely hot actor.
Tamil industry?
Yes. நம்மளோட இந்தியன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரி. It could be Bollywood too.
I've been very lucky. I've had very hot co-stars, Vikram, Prateek, Charan, Arya, any of them.
So any of them?
Any of them.
Okay. So உங்களோட ஹீரோஸை வந்து you have to describe them in interesting ways in just one word. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Arya.
Manly and masculine.
Very nice. Vikram.
Inspiring, dedicated, hardworking.
Okay. Ramcharan Teja.
Dance king and action king.
Oh. Prateek Babar.
Super cool.
Very nice. 10 on 10 on that. நீங்க வந்து it's a very tricky question again. உங்களுக்கு வந்து இப்போ மூவி ஆஃபர்ஸ் கிடைக்குது. ஓகே, எல்லாமே ஒரே நேரத்தில் all simultaneously you're getting an offer from Ajit, Vijay, Rajini, Kamal. Okay? And you have to choose. நீங்க வந்து ஒரே ஒரு திரைப்படம் தான் பண்ண முடியும் ஒரே நேரத்துல.
That's very difficult.
I know. That's why I said it's a tricky question. Do you want the options again?
I know all of them in my head. I'm going, oh, that's a dream.
So what would you go for?
I couldn't pick one. If I got all those, I'd be on cloud 9.
Okay. I think yes, now that we've asked you a question, it will happen sometime later.
Wow.
So do you have an option on that? Irka ungalku, what would you say of all the
Rajinikanth is India's superstar.
Okay, so you would love to work. Okay. Also,
wouldn't everybody?
Yeah, absolutely. So, நீங்க வந்து Miss Teen World 2009 and a very celebrated Tamil actress இல்லையா ஸோ இது ரெண்டுத்துல வந்து எது உங்களுக்கு ஒரு prestigious rejoicing விஷயம் நீங்க நினைக்கிறீங்க Miss Teen World or a celebrated actress of Tamil industry?
The celebrated actress of Tamil industry. Acting is my passion.
Wonderful.
And India is my new home, so it would definitely have to be the latter.
Beautiful. I think that is so true again. So நீங்க வந்து ஒரு item song பண்றீங்க and ஒரு ஹீரோ வந்து நீங்க choose பண்ணலாம். You can choose the hero. Okay? யார் whom would you go for?
For an item song?
Yes. The dance number.
Dance number.
Yes.
Working with Sharon again on a dance number?
Yes.
Definitely, yes. He's
Wow.
an unbelievable dancer.
Dancer.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay. இது வரைக்கும் who's the most friendliest director? A.L. Vijay, Gautam Menon, Shankar and Vamsi.
They're all very friendly.
Okay.
All very, very friendly. They made me feel very comfortable on set.
All of them?
All of them, literally all of them. I think Vijay's my guru. Vijay's like family to me. So obviously I've known Vijay the longest.
Yes, okay. So இப்போ வரைக்கும் நீங்க வந்து நம்மளோட இந்தியன் இண்டஸ்ட்ரியில எந்த ஒரு ஆக்டர் எப்பவுமே சிங்கிளாவே இருக்கணும் அப்படின்னு நீங்க நினைக்கிறீங்க? Have you ever thought that this actor should be single and he should never get married?
No.
No?
No, that's none of my business.
Okay, so you're not interested in that way? Okay. So இப்போ வந்து உங்களுக்கு ஒரு அழகான கதை probably something that is very intense and அந்த ஒரு கதையில வந்து இப்போ நம்ம சராசரியா நம்ம வாழ்க்கையில நடக்கிற நிறைய விஷயங்கள் very simple story which we can relate. Okay, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு கதை they're offering you with that story. Okay, for which if you act you will definitely receive an award. And you know that. ஆனா வந்து பேமெண்ட் கிடையாது. They're not paying you for that. So would you do it? Would you still do it?
Without a doubt, definitely. As I said earlier, script and whether I can do justice to the character comes first. It really does. It's about acting. It's about bringing magic to the screen. So definitely.
Congrats. I mean, I think that's wow. Because very few people actually think this way. So directors எல்லாம் கேட்டுக்கோங்க ஒரு அழகான கதை கண்டிப்பா ஒரு இன்டென்ஸான ஒரு எமோஷன் கதை நீங்க வந்து ஏமிக்காக நீங்க if you have kept it, she will definitely do it without payment. So இப்போ வந்து you have given a right to ban something. நீங்க வந்து ஒரு விஷயத்தை வந்து நீங்க ban பண்ணலாம் அப்படினா which one would you ban?
I'd like to ban the horse carriages in Mumbai. Definitely. We've worked together with Peter for that, so that's definitely something that I'd like to really see banned. We've done a few campaigns for that, so hopefully, fingers crossed, 2015 we do that.
So you've done a lot of campaigns for that? Okay.
Yes.
So any your questions are over. Next we have one word questions.
Okay.
So இதுக்கு வந்து நாங்க ஒவ்வொரு வார்த்தை சொல்லுவோம் நீங்க அதுக்கு ரிலேட்டடான இன்சிடென்ட் எங்களோட ஷேர் பண்ணிக்கலாம். I'll give you one word, you could just share some related incident with us. Okay? Okay. I
is a milestone in Indian cinema. It's got living legends working on it, technicians from all over the world, and it's been my heart and soul for the past 2.5 years.
Beautiful. Very nice. Chiyan Vikram.
Chiyan Vikram is the best co-star. He's absolutely unreal. Very inspiring. He really inspires me to pick my next movies depending on my roles because Vikram's always changed. He's like a chameleon. And as I said earlier, different get-ups within I. So he inspires me to choose roles that will push my boundaries.
Okay. Jan 31st.
My birthday!
See, we know everything of yours. Okay. Brad Pitt.
Angelina Jolie comes to mind though. I think they're
your favorite actor, right?
Yeah, Brad Pitt, he really is. He's my favorite actor and I think they're an amazing couple. Brad Pitt and Angelina, they're a brilliant duo. Mr. and Mrs. Smith is one of my favorite films from him.
Oh, very nice. Jab We Met?
Jab We Met, my favorite Hindi movie.
Okay.
Kareena Kapoor, Shahid Kapoor. I love that character in it. I think she's really bubbly, really fun, really quirky.
Yes. Something like how you are.
Yeah, a little bit.
Probably that's why we relate.
Probably.
Beauty pageants.
Beauty pageants. You know, that's where my journey began. Obviously, I won the Miss Teen World pageant and I met so many wonderful, interesting, beautiful girls along the way. And really, beauty pageants work a lot with charities. That's how I got involved in Peter in the UK. And also Riding for the Disabled, which is very close to my heart. So this pushed me to work with a lot of charities. So I think that's what it's important for.
Very nice. So it's beauty pageants, they're also involved in a lot of charity work.
Yes, definitely charity work and fundraising events.
Wonderful. So Liverpool.
Liverpool football team, my home, one of the best cities in the world.
Oh, yes, undoubtedly. And yes, India being your second home.
Exactly.
Ek Divana Tha.
Ek Divana Tha was my Hindi debut. I have a lot to thank for Gautam Menon. Obviously, I watched Vinay Thandi Varuvaya, and it was a beautiful film. And obviously, I really wanted to play the role of Jessie. It gave me the scope to do a Malayalam character, beautiful cotton sarees, very traditional. So it was a really nice character for me to play.
Beautiful. Director Shankar?
Director Shankar, ultimate genius, he really is. It's been an honour to work with him. He's moulded me into my character, and from what I've learned from Shankar sir, I'll take with me throughout my life.
VIP 2.
VIP 2, my next upcoming project with Dhanush. Very excited to work with Dhanush. He's an incredible actor. He writes his own storylines. Obviously, he directs as well. So I'll be collaborating with him. He's actually narrated a few scenes to me, and they are so funny.
Okay. So you're looking forward. I mean, we are also, yes.
Yeah, very excited.
Yes. Director Vijay.
Director Vijay is like family to me. He's my guru. He's the reason I'm in the Indian film industry.
Definitely.
So if it wasn't for him spotting me, I don't know where I'd be.
Yes, that's right. Your mom.
My mum. My soul, my beautiful mum. She's my rock. She really is. She's my best friend. And I'd be lost without her.
Kareena Kapoor.
Kareena Kapoor, she's a very strong woman. She empowers women across the country. And one of the particular things I like about Kareena Kapoor is the role she does. They're very strong. For instance, Heroine. It was a completely woman-based script, and she did a wonderful job. Yeah, she's very inspiring.
Yes. Year 2008.
Year 2008. That's when everything began for me, I suppose. That's when I actually won the beauty pageant. I was in the UK, but I was travelling, obviously, between Europe for work and for modelling assignments.
Okay.
But that was before everything began. Now it's just rocketed since 2008.
Wow, yes, I think that's been your spark and everything worked. India.
India, incredible India. It's my second home. I love the people, and that's probably why I feel so comfortable living here and why I've chosen to make it my home. The support, the warm welcome.
Yes.
India's just, there's no other place like India in the world.
Beautiful. Aishwarya Rai?
Aishwarya Rai, my favourite actress. She's the most beautiful, she's an amazing dancer. I knew about Aishwarya Rai obviously before I even came to India.
Yes.
So she's such a strong stature for India for me.
Definitely, and yes, you said that. Beautiful looking woman and a very nice dancer too.
She's an incredible dancer.
Yes. Okay, Indian food?
Indian food, I'm getting so much better with the spice. It's become like second nature now. I particularly like the Kerala food, the coconut based, the fish stews and stuff.
Okay, so you like all what we do here, the Indian traditional foods?
Obsessed with cheese dosas at the moment. That's all I eat in Chennai.
Okay. Pita.
Pita.
Yeah.
Pita is a charity very close to my heart. As I said earlier, we're like a zoo back at home. We've got so many animals. And I believe that Pita are doing such an amazing job here in India. I've done a campaign for them, adoption animals. Be an Angel for Animals, it was called. And we've got a few campaigns set up this year. But I do feel strongly about animal cruelty and making a stand for animals themselves who don't have a voice, so we need to give them a voice.
Definitely. And I think thank you so much, Amy. It was so genuine and so true from the heart that each and every answer was very cute. ரொம்பவே அழகா ஆன்சர் பண்ணீங்க. Thank you. So before we wind up, எங்களுக்காக உங்களுக்கு பிடிச்ச ஒரு பாடல் 2 வரி from your favorite movie, could be I.
பூக்களே such a wondervingal, அரவண்ட விட்டா.
Okay. You know what? It's actually very difficult to learn something new and sing, but yes, you managed it so well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
It was so wonderful talking to you.
Thank you.
And நீங்க வந்து அடுத்த பொங்கலுக்கு வந்து நாங்க உங்களை வந்து again interview பண்ணும்போது கண்டிப்பா you should talk to us in Tamil.
Yes, Satima. Next time I'll be speaking in Tamil.
Tamil, yes. And we're looking forward for that too. And thank you so much. Wishing you all the best for your career.
Thank you.
So, இவ்ளோ நேரம் நம்மளோட ஸ்டார் ஜங்ஷன் நிகழ்ச்சியில நம்மளோட very beautiful, gorgeous, talented actress Amy Jackson நிறைய விஷயங்கள் ஷேர் பண்ணிட்டாங்க. I really hope all of you enjoyed. மீண்டும் அடுத்த ஸ்டார் ஜங்ஷன் நிகழ்ச்சியில நான் உங்களை சந்திக்கிறேன். அதுவரை நன்றி வணக்கம். This is Star Junction powered by Britannia Marigold.